Accepting how you're feeling is one really important thing that you can do to better your mental health. Other things are eating good food, good nutritious quality food, getting 8 hours of sleep where it is uninterrupted, and some sort of physical movement, daily movement, any sort of exercise, gym, dance, anything that makes you happy. And like you said, journaling, practicing gratitude, investing in better relationships which uplift you and help you grow, and just doing things that you like generally, and being able to tolerate discomfort. It will aid with improving your mental health.
Like you mentioned, so when you mentioned about eating healthy and probably moving your body, I think that is very essential, because not only will it improve our mental health, it contributes to our physical health as well.
Yeah.
So when our mental health is neglected, we are not very aware of it, but our physical health does get impacted too. So for example, if anxiety or something has been ignored for a very long time, it is going to manifest as physical symptoms. Like some people experience back pain at a very early age. So it could be a manifestation of anxiety which has been sort of pushed beneath the rug for several years now.
Yeah, that is true. That is so true. It can, anxiety or other mental issues can exhibit as physical symptoms because mind and body is connected, right?
Exactly.
People tend to forget that. So it is definitely will definitely show physically as well if you neglect yourself mentally. So
I think just telling ourselves that the mind and body is connected and the brain is very much a part of our body, and the conditions that come out of it are very true is important here. One more thing is, we as therapists see clients day in and day out, and there is sort of a huge emotional load that comes with it. So what do you as a therapist do to take care of yourself and preventing what we experience in these sessions to not affect your personal life? What do you do as a therapist?
Like I said, as therapists, we do go through a lot of things while we are seeing clients. Like, for example, we also go through vicarious trauma, because our clients are going through so much, and we as humans also feel for them, right? But for me, I think I practice strict boundaries and detachment from my work. I obviously go to therapy. I do have my own therapist. There is this misconception that therapists are perfect and they don't need therapy. But I very much go to my own therapy regularly. And I do have a peer group where I can fall back on. I do have some brilliant friends who understand the kind of profession I am in and show up for me and hold space for me and invest in me energetically, and so do I with them. And I am someone who really likes dancing, so dancing my heart out, writing really helps me kind of get everything off my chest. So I think that those are some things that I do to make myself be okay.
I think everything you mentioned there was a form of expression in itself. So dance, like you mentioned, expressing our emotions out through movement, movement therapy. And when it comes to writing, art therapy, it is art therapy in its own form. Even writing out how you feel that day or writing out about your day feels so energetic. Right. One more thing that has often been spoken about since a few years is that mental health is a very westernized concept. It is something which probably only the Western world needs and not Indians. So Indians believe in probably just laughing it out. And we also believe the fact that we don't need mental health, or a lot of people say there is no such thing as mental health. This is only something which Western people do. It's not for us Indians. So what is your take on that?
I don't agree with that, because mental health is very much a part of us, and human beings are the same everywhere, and it's just the fact that people were not aware of it back then, right? Our older generations were not aware of something called mental health, even though they were going through struggles, but they just weren't aware or did not have the language to speak about it, right? And depression is real, anxiety is real. It is not just a Western concept. So I think right now, because it is booming especially after COVID, people went through so much during that period. It is slowly pushing them to seek mental health support. More aware of the language, more aware of the resources that they can access, right? So my question is, when you do have the resources, why not make use of it? And now that you are aware of something that like mental health exists, right? So I don't think it's a Western concept at all.
Exactly. So I think that now that a lot of things are changing, a lot of people are even providing therapy online.
Of course, yeah.
There are mobile apps that provide chat therapy. So maybe having the access to real, genuine and quality therapists is one way to bring in the awareness.
Yeah, definitely. I think there are a lot of people who are not qualified and they still are giving out services, claiming that they are psychologists or therapists. But I hope that people are able to distinguish which is a quality one and who are just pretending to be one. So I think that is one thing that can be a little difficult to navigate for people, right? Yeah.
So that was very beautifully said. I think a lot of things you mentioned throughout our conversation had a lot of key takeaways, and I hope that we are one step ahead of spreading awareness as to what mental health actually is, in contradiction to what we've been believing it is all these years. Thank you for all the valuable words you've shared.
Thank you so much. I had a great time here.
I hope this brought to you what mental health actually is. I will see you in the next episode with a new topic. Until then, take care. Thank you.